Welcome students. Today we are going to start session number 3 of chapter number 2 acids, bases and salts of class 10 science. But before going to start the content, I would like to discuss about the assignment questions of session number 2. Okay, so let us start the assignment questions. So these are the questions of assignment questions. In session number 2. So what is the common name of water soluble bases? The answer is alkalis. Why does tooth decay start when the pH of mouth is lower than 5.5? क्यों? Because tooth decay starts when the pH of mouth is lower than 5.5 because the acid becomes stronger. जितना pH value कम होते जाएगा, the lower the value of pH, the stronger is the acid. So the acid becomes strong enough to attack the enamel of the teeth and corrode it. Okay. Now, what is the pH of a neutral solution? It is 7. Which is more acidic? A solution of pH is equals to 2 or a solution of pH is equals to 6. So just now I told you that the lower the value of pH is more stronger the acid. ज़्यादा strong होता है. So definitely the solution of pH is equals to 2 is more acidic. Which is more basic? Now here the case is reverse. The higher the value of pH, more the basic. Okay, stronger the basic. Base ज़्यादा strong होता है. Strong is the basic. The solution of pH is equals to 11. The pH of a soil A is 7.5 while that of a soil B is 4.5. Which of the two soils A or B should be treated with powdered chalk to adjust its pH and why? See, the pH of the soil should be very near to equals to 7. If it is not, then we have to adjust by adding some chemicals, that is powdered chalk. So soil B is acidic in nature because it is very less than 7. So it is treated with powdered chalk to reduce its acidity, right? So now let us move towards question 7. Two solution X and Y are tested with universal indicator. Solution X turns orange whereas solution Y turns red. Which of the solution is a stronger acid? Okay, so here solution Y will is the stronger acid. Okay, so why? Because Y turns red. Okay, and two solutions A and B have pH value of 3.0 and 9.5 respectively. Which of these will turn litmus solution from blue to red, and which will turn phenolphthalein from colorless to pink? सो ब्लू टू रेड जो होता है वो एसिड रिएक्ट चेंज करता है. सो द pH is equals to 3.0 will be the pH for acid. वो acid solution है, so that is why it will change the litmus from blue to red. Okay, and base जो है वो phenolphthalein को कलरलेस से पिंक में कन्वर्ट करता है. सो pH is equals to 9.5 जो है वो बेस के लिए है. सो दैट विल turn phenolphthalein from colorless to pink. Now next question, two drinks P and Q give acidic and alkaline reactions respectively. One has a pH value of 9 and the other has a pH value of 3. Which drink has the pH value of 9? 9 means alkaline. बेस का जो रहेगा, एसिड का जो रहेगा, the value of pH of acid is less than 7. Okay, so answer is drink Q. Okay, next two solution X and Y have pH is equals to 4 and pH is equals to 8 respectively. So which solution will give alkaline reaction and which one acidic? So acidic is less than 7, that is X, and base is more than 7, more than 7 pH, so Y. Okay, so now we are going to start today salt section. Okay, so we are trying to wind up the salt section today. So we will start with the first introduction. With a salt is a compound formed from an acid by the replacement of the hydrogen in the acid by a metal. Okay, so we'll take one example. So hydrochloric acid is HCl. Now if we replace the hydrogen H of this acid by a metal item, say sodium, then we will get a salt, sodium chloride. Okay, that is NaCl. It is a salt. Okay, similarly, one more example is there, that is um, uh, other than metal also, that in case of hydrogen of acid is also replaced by ammonium group also. Okay, ammonium chloride के लिए to form the ammonium chloride. Okay, and best known salt is sodium chloride, that is NaCl, which is usually known as a common salt. Okay, so a salt is general name. It does not refer only to sodium chloride. Actually sodium chloride is a family, is a member of the family of salts. जितने भी salts हैं उसमें से एक member है वो. It is a just one member of a huge family of the compound salts. So now salts are formed. How salts are formed? We have seen the reaction of acid with base. न्यूट्रलाइज हो जाता है तो वहाँ पे सॉल्ट फॉर्म होता है. तो सॉल्ट्स आर फॉर्म्ड व्हेन एसिड रिएक्ट विद bases. Okay, so now let us start with the family of salts. So the salts having the same positive ions or same negative ions are said to belong to a family salts. Okay, salts having the same, जैसे दो तीन salts का अगर same positive ions है, so they belongs to one family, the same family. If two or three more salts have the same negative ions, so they belongs to other family. Okay, so for example sodium chloride, sodium sulfate belongs to the same family of salts called sodium salts because they have contain the same positive charge ion, that is Na plus. Okay, so now the next topic is pH of salt solutions. Now this is very important. A salt is formed by the reaction between an acid and base that we have already seen. So what we expect, that solution of salt in water will be neutral towards litmus, because of that neutralization. Okay, so next, though the aqueous solution of many salts, though the aqueous solution of many salts are neutral, having a pH of 7, but some salts produce acidic, even some produce basic solution also, that is alkaline solution when it dissolve in water. So let us see some pH value of some salt solution. Okay, sodium chloride solution pH is 7, that is neutral. Ammonium chloride solution 6, less than 7, so acidic in nature. Sodium carbonate solution 9, more than 7, so basic in nature. So we can see that aqueous solution of sodium chloride is neutral, and aqueous solution, why aqueous? Because when it dissolve in water, so water में dissolve करने के बाद we'll get aqueous solution. Okay, so aqueous solution of ammonium chloride is acidic because it is less than 7. So acidic nature and basic nature of some salt solution can be explained on the basis of hydrolysis of salts. Okay, and hydrolysis means splitting up of a compound by the action of water, right? So let us see one step. First one, the salts of strong acids and strong bases give neutral solution. Okay, so whenever the salt will formed with the strong acids and strong bases, then we'll get neutral solution, that is having pH is equals to 7. So take an example of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is the best example for this point, because sodium chloride is found from strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, and strong base, that is sodium hydroxide. Now both the acid is also strong and base is also strong, so we'll get neutral solution. Okay, so this is the best example. That means neutral means it does not have any action on litmus. Now the second one is that if the salt of strong acids and weak base will give acidic solution, right? So acidic solution means the value of pH is less than 7. Just now we have seen ammonium chloride. Okay, so ammonium chloride is formed by NaC, that is hydrochloric acid, which is a strong acid, and the second one is ammonium hydroxide, which is a weak base. So that is why we'll get the solution, aqueous solution is acidic in nature. Okay, now the third one is that if weak acid and strong base, then we'll get basic solution, that is the value of pH is more than 7. Take an example of sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is the salt of a weak acid, that is carbonic acid. It is formed, okay, through it is formed by the reaction of carbonic acid, which is a weak, and strong base, that is sodium hydroxide. So the aqueous solution of sodium carbonate with will be the basic in nature. Okay, now the next salt name, how to write the salt name. So some trick is there to identify the name of the salt also. Salt has two parents, one is acid and other is base. Okay, so first name of the salt, first part of the name of the salt is derived from the name of the base, and the second part, okay, सॉल्ट के दो पार्ट होते हैं, फर्स्ट पार्ट जो है वो बेस से डिराइव होता है, और जो सेकंड पार्ट जो होता है वो एसिड से डिराइव होता है. सो वी कैन टेक एन एग्जांपल, सोडियम क्लोराइड. जस्ट नाउ वी हैव सीन दैट सोडियम क्लोराइड जो है वो हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड से फॉर्म होता है, और सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. सो सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड इज द बेस. सो उसका जो फर्स्ट पार्ट है सोडियम, ओके, और हाइड्रोक्लोरिक का जो पार्ट है दैट इज क्लोरिड, क्लोरीन वाला जो पार्ट है, तो दोनों से उसका नाम बना है. So salt name consists of two parts. First part, first part is of the salt, of the name of the salt is derived from the name of the base, and the second part of the name of the salt derive comes from the name of the acid. Okay, this one, right? Now, for example, the name of the salt called sodium chloride. So sodium chloride comes from the sodium hydroxide base and hydrochloric acid. Okay, so and we have some families also with respect to the salts of, for example, salts obtained from hydrochloric acids are called chlorides. From sulfuric acid, sulfates, nitric acid, nitrates, carbonic acids, carbonates, and acetic acid, acetates. Okay, so these are the some salt name, and now let us move towards the very important topic of the salt is common salt, that is sodium chloride. ठीक है, sodium chloride is a white powder which is used in preparing food, especially vegetables, pulses, etc. करीज के लिए यूज करते हैं हम लोग किचन्स वगैरह में. So common salt is also known as just salt also. Okay, the chemical name of the common salt is sodium chloride, that is NaCl, and the common salt is a neutral salt because it is formed by the reaction of strong base and strong acids. Okay, so let us see how sodium chloride can be made in the laboratory. Okay, it is made in the laboratory by the combination of sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid. So this is a reaction, right? This is sodium hydroxide and this is hydrochloric acid. When they react, we will get sodium chloride and water. तो उसके बाद क्या करते हैं हम लोग, the sodium chloride, because water is there, so sodium chloride solution formed here can be evaporated, so water चला जाएगा to obtain sodium chloride salt. Okay, right? But when we have to made on large scale, we'll never use this laboratory method. Okay, so we'll use the common salt can be obtained from sea water, also from underground deposits, also rock salt, rock से भी निकलता है. ठीक है, so now the sodium chloride solution formed here can be evaporated to obtain sodium solid sodium chloride salt. Common salt occurs naturally in seawater and as rock salt. Common salt occurs in dissolved form in seawater. On the other hand, common salt occur in solid form as a rock salt, right? So now we'll move towards the next topic, that is uses of common salt. Common salt, that is sodium chloride. So first use is, the common salt is used as a raw material for making a large number of useful chemicals in industries such as sodium hydroxide, that is also known as caustic soda, sodium carbonate, also known as washing soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate, baking soda, hydrochloric acid, and hydrogen chlorine, and sodium metal also. Okay, the second is it is used in cooking, is used in cooking food also. It improves the flavor of the food. Sodium chloride is required by our body for the working of nervous system, the movement of muscles, and the production of hydrochloric acid in the stomach for the digestion of food. Okay, and it is also used as a preservative in pickles also, and in curing meat and fish, preservative, that is preserving meat and fish. And common salt is also also used in the manufacturing of soap also, and it is used to melt ice also, which collects on the roads during winter in cold countries. So these are the uh, common very important uses of common salt. Now let us move towards the most important topic of this chapter. This section is chemicals from common salt. So common salt is a raw material for making many chemicals. Okay, so the main chemicals are sodium hydroxide, that is caustic soda, sodium carbonate, that is washing soda, and sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda. Okay, so we'll start with first sodium hydroxide. So sodium hydroxide is commonly known as caustic soda. The chemical formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. So sodium hydroxide is a very important basic chemical which is used as a starting material for making many other chemicals also. It is used in many industries and hence produced on a large scale. Okay, so we'll see the how to prepare this the production of sodium hydroxide. Okay, so sodium hydroxide is produced by the electrolysis of a concentrated aqueous solution of sodium chloride, which is called brine. When electricity is passed through a concentrated solution of sodium chloride, which is called brine, it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide, chlorine, and hydrogen. Okay, we'll see the reaction. This is the reaction, and this is the sodium chloride brine. Okay, वाटर से रिएक्ट कर वाटर के थ्रू में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास कर रहे हैं. So we'll get sodium hydroxide and chlorine, and we'll get hydrogen also. Okay, so actually during electrolysis the chlorine gas is produced at the anode. Okay, and the hydrogen gas is produced at the cathode, and sodium hydroxide solution that is formed near the cathode. Now the process is called the chlor-alkali process. Why? Because of the product form, chlor is derived from chlorine and alkali is derived from sodium hydroxide, that is alkaline. Okay, base. Now during electrolysis chlorine gas is produced at the anode, that is positive electrode, and hydrogen gas is produced at the cathode, that is negative electrode. Sodium hydroxide solution is formed near the cathode. The three products produced in this process are all very useful. First sodium hydroxide, second chlorine gas, and third हाइड्रोजन गैस. ओके, ये तीनों बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो सबसे पहले हम लोग देखते हैं कि सोडियम क्लोराइड के यूजेस देख लेते हैं. इट इज़ यूज फॉर मेकिंग सोप्स एंड डिटर्जेंट, नंबर वन, and it is used for making artificial textile fibers such as rayon. Okay, and it is also used in manufacture of papers, and it is also used in purifying bauxite ore from which aluminium metal is extracted. The next is it is also used in degreasing metals, oil refining, and making dyes and bleaches. Okay, now we'll see the uses of chlorine. Chlorine is very useful for us. It used to sterilize drinking water supply and the water in swimming pools. This is the first use. This is because chlorine is a disinfectant which kills germs like bacteria present in water and makes it safe. हम लोग वाटर को प्योर करने के लिए क्लोरीन का यूज करते हैं. क्लोरीन is also used in the production of bleaching powder, in the production of hydrochloric acid. Okay, this is the second one, this is the third one. And chlorine is also used to make plastics also, such as PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, pesticides also. Okay, CFCs, chloroforms, carbon tetrachloride, paints and dyestuffs, all in all this chlorine is very useful. And it is also used for making solvents for dry cleaning, such as trichloroethane. So these are the uses of chlorine. Now let us move toward the uses of hydrogen. Hydrogen is used in the hydrogenation of oils to obtain solid fats. Okay, जैसे vegetable घी हो गया, right, and margarine. Next, it is also used in the production of hydrochloric acid, to make ammonia for fertilizers, also to make methanol also. It is used as a fuel for rockets also. So this is the second one. Third one, fourth one, methanol. And the fifth one, liquid hydrogen, is used as a fuel for rockets also. Okay, so now the our next topic is bleaching powder. Already I told you about the bleaching powder, that it is also known as no, no, bleaching powder नहीं हुआ था अभी. Bleaching powder is a calcium oxychloride. Okay, the chemical formula of bleaching powder is CaOCl2. Okay, it is also called the chloride of lime. Okay, now bleaching powder is prepared by passing chlorine gas over dry slake lime. Okay, so this is the reaction through which will produce the bleaching powder. What we will do, we will use calcium hydroxide, chlorine, will get calcium oxychloride, that is bleaching powder, and will get water, right? And bleaching powder is a white powder which gives a strong smell of chlorine. And bleaching powder reacts with dilute acids to form chlorine also. We can get chlorine from अभी ब्लीचिंग पाउडर, क्लोरीन से हम लोग ब्लीचिंग पाउडर बना रहे हैं. ब्लीचिंग पाउडर से वापस हम लोग क्लोरीन भी फॉर्म कर सकते हैं बाय रिएक्टिंग विथ dilute acids. Okay, so now let us move towards the uses of bleaching powder. Bleaching powder is used for bleaching cotton and linen in the textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in laundry. And it is also used for disinfecting drinking water supply also. And it is also used as an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries. This I already told you. For the manufacture of chloroform also, CHCl2, Cl3. And the last, for making wool unshrinkable. So these are the main uses of bleaching powder. Now we are moving towards next topic, that is baking soda. Okay, so what is baking soda? बेकिंग सोडा अभी मैंने बताया था, जब हम लोग डिफरेंट केमिकल्स के लिए केमिकल्स के नाम जब पढ़ रहे थे, सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट. Okay, the chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and the formula of baking soda is NaHCO3. So it is also called sodium bicarbonate. Okay, so baking soda is sometimes added for faster cooking of food such as gram, right? So this is the theoretical part which I already told you. Now, how this sodium hydrogen carbonate be formed? So it is formed by reacting a cold and concentrated solution of sodium chloride with ammonia and carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the reaction. NaCl, this is common salt. We are using common salt. Common salt से पूरे हम लोग को chemicals मिल रहा है, and we are using ammonia, water and carbon dioxide. So we are getting what? There is a sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda, along with an ammonium chloride, right? So sodium hydrogen carbonate consists of white crystals which are sparingly soluble in water. Okay, and if we heat that sodium hydrogen carbonate, so what will happen? Sodium carbonate will it is split into three particles: sodium carbonate, one is water and other is carbon dioxide. So let us see the action of it. When solid sodium hydrogen carbonate or its solution is heated, then it decomposes to give sodium carbonate with the evolution of carbon dioxide gas along with water. So this is the reaction. Okay, sodium hydrogen carbonate we are heating. So we are getting first sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide gas along with water. Okay, now we'll see some uses of baking soda. So baking soda is used for making baking powder, which is a mixture of baking soda and a mild edible acid such as tartaric acid. When baking powder mixes with water, then sodium hydrogen carbonate reacts with tartaric acid to evolve carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so this is a reaction. So carbon dioxide produced during the reaction causes bread or cake to rise, making them soft and spongy because of carbon dioxide. Okay, now the second use is it is also used it is also an ingredient in antacids. Being alkaline, it neutralizes excess acid in the stomach and provides relief. That is, it is act as an antacids. So it is also used in soda acid fire extinguishers. So these are the main uses of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Now let us move towards our next topic, that is washing soda. Washing soda, the chemical name is sodium carbonate. Okay, sodium carbonate with 10 molecules of water of crystallization. We'll see water of crystallization also after this topic. So that is, washing soda is sodium carbonate decahydrate. Decahydrate means 10 molecules of water. So how will you write the formula of washing soda? First we have to write sodium carbonate, then 10 molecules of water, that is 10 H2O. So this is a complete formula of washing soda. So now let us see how we have to prepare the washing soda. It is actually sodium carbonate which does not contain any water of crystallization is called anhydrous sodium carbonate, that is Na2CO3. So Na2CO3 is commonly known as soda ash. अभी इसमें क्या है, 10 molecules of water आ गया है, water of crystallization, then it becomes washing soda, right? तो इससे पहले जब वो anhydrous था तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं, सोडा ऐश. Okay, so sodium hydrogen carbonate is separated by filtration, dried and heated. On heating, sodium hydrogen carbonate decomposes to form sodium carbonate. Okay, सबसे पहला ये हो गया, that is we have already seen sodium hydrogen carbonate action of heating में already देखे थे हम लोग. So we got here soda ash, right? सोडा ऐश यहाँ पे मिल गया, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मिल गया और वाटर भी मिल गया. Now this anhydrous sodium carbonate, that is soda ash, now when it dissolve in water, that is 10 molecules of water, then we'll get sodium carbonate decahydrate, that is washing soda. So this is the chemical reaction. Okay, so now we'll move towards the uses of washing soda. This is the first use. It is used in glass, soap and paper industries. It is also used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Sodium carbonate can be used as a cleaning agent for domestic purposes. Okay, and it is also used for removing permanent hardness of water. So these are the uses of washing soda. I told you will see water of crystallization also. So what is water of crystallization? Crystallization टॉपिक से क्या मतलब है आपका? अभी what we have seen sodium carbonate with 10 molecules of water of crystallization. It is nothing but the water of molecules which forms part of the structure of crystal are called water of crystallization. I'm repeating once again, the water molecules which form a part of the structure of crystal or any salt, that are called water of crystallization. Right, this is the definition. The salts which contain water of crystallization are called hydrated salt. Every hydrated salt has a fixed number of molecules of water of crystallization in its one formula unit. Now just we have seen that washing sodas में 10 molecules था, right? So we'll see some examples. First example, copper sulfate. Crystal contains 5 molecules of water of crystallization in one formula unit, and hence written as CuSO4, that is copper sulfate, and 5 molecules of water 5H2O. It is called copper sulfate pentahydrate. 5 है इसलिए 5 है इसलिए pentahydrate है, right? Pentahydrate means 5 molecules of water. We'll see one more example, sodium carbonate crystals, that is washing soda crystals, contains 10 molecules of water of crystallization for formula unit, and hence it is written as Na2CO3, 10 molecules of water, 10 H2O, so decahydrate. Decahydrate means 10 molecules of water. We'll see one more example, calcium sulfate crystals. It is also known as gypsum crystals. It contains only 2 molecules of water. Okay, एक formula unit में 2 molecules of water है, इसलिए इसको dihydrate बोलते हैं. Di means 2. Okay. So now when hydrated salts are heated strongly, they lose their water of crystallization, and the salts which have lost are called anhydrous salts, right? So water of crystallization gives the crystal of the salts their shapes, and in some cases imparts them color also, right? And it should be noted that water of crystallization is a part of crystal structure of a salt. Since water of crystallization is not free water, it does not wet the salt also. Thus the salt containing water of crystallization appear to be perfectly dry. सूखा रहता है वो. Now water of crystallization उसमें 10 molecules है, 2 molecules है. It does not means that it is obtained in a wet form. Okay, dry रहता है वो. Now where we are moving towards the last topic, that is plaster of Paris. This is the last topic of the chapter. Plaster of Paris is nothing but it is a calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemihydrates, half hydrate. Okay, the formula of plaster of Paris is CaSO4 calcium sulfate और half hydrate है, half molecule of water है. ठीक है. The name plaster of Paris from the fact that it was first of all made by heating gypsum, which was mainly found in Paris, right? So the same sentence I told you. So initially plaster of Paris was used in a massive way in construction industry, but now it has many other uses which we'll learn after maybe in higher classes, right? It is also commonly known as POP. Plaster of Paris is prepared by heating gypsum. Gypsum अभी देखे थे हम लोग, right? Calcium sulfate dihydrate to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, that is 373 Kelvin, in a kiln. When gypsum is heated to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, it loses 3/4 of its water. So 2 में से 3/4 water lose कर गया of its water of crystallization and forms plaster of Paris, right? Clear? Now next is Plaster of Paris has a very remarkable property of setting into a hard mass on wetting with water. So when water is added to plaster of Paris, it sets into a hard mass in about half an hour. The setting of plaster of Paris is due to its hydration to form crystals of gypsum, which set to form a hard solid mass. So this is the reaction when plaster of Paris again with one half that water, if we add, then again we'll get a hard gypsum, that is calcium sulfate dihydrate. Right, now let us we will see the use of plaster of Paris. This is the first one. It is used in hospitals for setting fractured bones in the right position to ensure correct healing. It keeps the fractured bone straight. Plaster of Paris is used in making toys, decorative materials, cheap ornaments, cosmetics, blackboard chalks, and cast for statues. Plaster of Paris is also used as a fireproofing material. Plaster of Paris is used in chemical laboratories for sealing air gaps in apparatus where airtight arrangement is required. And this is very important. It is also used in making surfaces like the walls of house smooth before painting them, and for making ornamental design on the ceilings of houses and other building. Okay, now let us move towards the assignment questions of this session. So these are 12 questions. Okay, and we will discuss the answers in the next session, right? So please note down the questions by clicking the pause button. All 12 questions you have to attempt, very easy questions. We will discuss all the solutions answers in the next session. Okay, so that's all for today's session. Thank you very much.